Hey, how y'all doing out there? So it's me again. We're at the Nudist Buddhist camp, my favorite. And tomorrow I'm staying here tonight, and tomorrow I'm going to go to Tilton's Custom Meats and get some more. I'm not sure yet. I think I'm going to get half steak and half ground burger. Save a little bit of money that way instead of buying two steaks for every day for a week. I don't know. I don't know if it matters that much. So yeah, I'm sitting here really enjoying this new fireplace that my brother built out on the porch here, and it is really nice. And everybody's left. Um, I'm the guy that still can't sleep very well at night. I do sleep a lot better than I used to, but I still have trouble sleeping at what most people would call a decent hour. Yeah, I go to sleep late, and yeah, I get up a little late. Well, that's life, I guess. Anyway, yeah, you want to pick up? Want to pick up from where we left off? I was, uh, I was rowing the boat. I got really sick. Ranger came pick me up. They put me in an ambulance. I remember very little of that. The one thing I remember about being in the ambulance is I still did not realize how bad off I was. I really didn't. I don't know. And the few, maybe I was gonna say few seconds, maybe 5 minutes that I remember, I was still trying to joke around. I knew I was in an ambulance, but I ran on an ambulance service. I was an EMT for several years, and I was just playing around. I don't know why I thought it was funny, but I thought it would be funny, and I just started looking around the ambulance on my gurney, and I said, "Wow, I've never been in a helicopter before." I thought that was hilarious. The medics did not find that funny, and I wondered why are they so serious? But here what it was is they knew how bad I was, and they knew how dire the situation was, and I didn't. And it wasn't very long after that little joke of mine that I died. Yeah. The next thing I remember was waking up and not being able to see, and not knowing the voices I was hearing. Even my brother, we were really close. Didn't recognize his voice. I did know Keaton. I ended up being totally blind. They said I'd probably never see again, almost certainly never see again. I may have a slight chance of being able to walk again, but it was low. They took my license away. They forced me to retire. I was on something called disability retirement. And that's part of the time where I lived here for 13 months. I had this crazy idea. Even though I was in really bad shape, I always wanted to try living off the land. And I managed tilling up a great big garden, and we got chickens, hens, and I got rabbits. Because this is very near town, this area. Well, I guess you can't see much out there, can you? This is very near town, and you can't have cattle and pigs and stuff. So that was the best I could do. It's far enough out of town I could have rabbits and hens and a big garden. And I didn't do it for my health. It was just something that I wanted to do when I was working, and I didn't have time to do it. And so now I'm retired. Let's do it. And I remember it wasn't very long. I was able to see. Well, basically, if you took a big sheet of paper, black, and you put a couple little holes in it, that's what I could see. He's looking through two little holes. You could see a little bit. Man, but I was so happy. I was so happy I could see something. Wasn't clear, wasn't great vision, but I could walk out to the garden. Didn't have to feel my way, you know, and had to be guided by somebody or anything like that. And that was pretty nice. In 13 months, I got good enough, and it blew everybody's mind, that I went to the BMV and I took the driver's test and I passed it and I got my license. My eye surgeon actually, when I tried to tell him I can see again, he said, no, you just think you can see. He didn't believe me. He wouldn't even test me. And that's why I did it. Had my son take me to BMV. And I went in there and took the test and passed it and got my license. I'm like, now do you believe me? He goes, I don't know how you faked that test, but somehow you did, and you better not try driving because you can't see. He still didn't believe me. Yeah, well, fine then. I'm doing pretty darn good for a blind guy. So, yeah, then walking, you know, I was able to walk in that 13 months. I completely got that back. I mean, I was kind of, sort of able to walk when I got out of the hospital. Not well. I was very unstable, but I could do it. But at the end of that 13 months, I was walking like normal. And is it because I wasn't eating store-bought food? Probably. Anyway, from there, I went to what I call the standard American low-fat diet to try to lose weight because I was still fat. And I lost some weight, but it was very hard, and it's really not sustainable, you know. And I went to the doctor and in frustration. And at that time, I still had diabetes. I still had a lot of my problems. But the doctor said to get on this Dr. Oz diet. So I bought the book. I forget the name of it, but it's from Dr. Oz. And I followed that diet. I'm telling you, that was hard. You lost weight, but it came off very slowly. And it was very hard. Another diet that is not sustainable. And at the point that I was just about ready to give up completely on life, really. Because at that point, I had arthritis so bad that I could barely walk. I could walk, but it hurt so bad I could barely walk. And I think it's called skin psoriasis anyways. I had these dark brown splotches on my face. And right here is where there's a little bit, it looks like acne or something now. But that was dark brown. And I used to keep a beard. It was ugly. Real ugly beard. But it was there to try to hide the big brown splotches on my face. And I had, ashy elbows. It was ashy from my wrist clear to my shoulders. And same thing, ankles clear to my knees. All ashy and itched and looked terrible. Nasty. And then the arthritis, then the diabetes. It was getting so bad that it was about to kill me. And the thing with the dieting was, I knew I loved meat. And I tried these other diets, and I was already ready to give up. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to die. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to die. And I happened to be watching YouTube, and I saw Jordan Peterson. And it wasn't a big thing about carnivore. It was quickly mentioned that that's all he ate. And he said he felt a lot better since he's been doing that. So he just keeps eating meat, beef all the time. And I thought, well, that's interesting. And that's what got me to type carnivore in the YouTubes and start learning about it. It wasn't maybe 2 days before I'm going to try that. If it kills me, it doesn't matter. I was dying anyway. And, real soon, the arthritis started going away. I started feeling better. Then the skin psoriasis was gone. And I noticed my skin just feels so much better. Not just where the psoriasis was, but everywhere. It's all soft and supple and everything. Now I know I don't look like a young guy, but I feel a lot younger than I did back then. And yeah, the diabetes, it was gone pretty quick. And for a while I was losing 4.5 pounds a day. And you know what that was? All that inflammation, all that poison that was in me, just leaking away, you know, just going away. And I was feeling better fast. Fast enough that I said, look, if this is really as bad as they say it is with cholesterol and stuff, I don't care. Because I'm going to feel this way for 6 months. And that's all the longer I live. I had 6 more months of being happy on this planet. I'd rather have that than 60 years of being miserable like I was. So I'm doing this. And the funny thing is, the longer I did it, the better I got. And it's been 2 years and probably 2 years and 3, maybe 4 months, something like that now. And I'm better every day. I feel better every single day. Now, I still ain't to where I want to be. I still got weight to lose. And I had made a lot of mistakes for a while. I'm not perfect. But I'm pretty much strict carnivore most of the time. I don't make very many mistakes anymore. Because I realize that it is way better to feel good than to get a little thrill in your palate, you know. So now I'll try something stupid like a Mountains bar, which I love coconut and I love dark chocolate, you know. At least I thought I did, but I'll get that and I'll be disappointed in myself because well, you do that and then you want to start cheating all the time, and next thing you know, you're gonna be sick again. I know that for a fact too, because while I have been on the carnivore diet for over 2 years, there was a couple of months that I fell off the diet because I went to like some holiday thing and partook in some holiday food. I couldn't stop. That's when you realize finally you're addicted. And so the reason that I stopped after 2 months and went back to carnivore is because I had another stroke. It was during that time. And it wasn't as big a stroke, but it actually, the problems it gave me lasted a lot longer. But although they weren't near as big a problem. But yeah, that's I went back on the carnivore right after that, and I've been pretty strict on it ever since because, hey, I want to feel good. I want to live. I'm not afraid to die. Dying ain't that bad, you know, but it's just something that I don't really want to do any sooner than I have to, you know. So I'm staying carnivore. I want to feel good. I want to feel like a teenager again, you know, like not even a teenager. I want to feel like a young kid, you know, before you got interested in girls and stuff. And all you thought about was going out and having fun. I hope someday I'm like that again. Maybe I never will be, I don't know. But I can tell you this, I'm getting closer every day. Every day I am getting closer. Feeling younger, feeling better, and still losing weight. How much will I lose? Don't know, don't really care that much. I just want to feel good. And that's why I'm keeping this up. So there's my carnivore story. I'm sorry if that video was too long. At night, I get really rambly. So I'll see y'all soon again, I'm sure. And weekend's coming. You guys all have a good weekend. We'll see you. Bye-bye.